relate to it. So if you want to, I mean, you guys probably know this already, but just, for example, if you have a student who really struggles with reading, but they just don't have the interest in reading, if you can find a hobby that they love, or something they're really passionate about, but basically try and tailor all of their education around whatever they're interested in, because suddenly, if you can, even if it's just a really small, thin thread, like whatever you can use to get them involved in education, just use it, you know. Even if it's you know, I had students who were obsessed with, you know, killing people or with guns because of their experiences with the war, and it wasn't a way I would normally teach, but if it got them learning and it just opened up the door a little bit to give them access to education, you know, you can chip away then, and you can change the way they think about things. You can help them to learn about different cultures, to break down their kind of perspectives on the world. So, I mean, one example, a lot of children I work with were very afraid of they'd never met anybody from China before, and they were terrified of trying new foods or meeting anybody from China. So some of the people who I work with who came to Georgia were American, but they had Chinese ancestry, but Georgians were terrified of them, and it's because they thought that Chinese people just ate snakes, because that was their only experience. So you can't just tell people, well, that's not true. You have to try and break them down and introduce them to cultures and to new concepts, but in ways that they can already relate to, and then try and widen it out from that. So you can't just go in and say, well, that's wrong, you know, like, or your attitudes towards women are wrong. You have to start where they are, and then